Hi, welcome along to my presentation on why you should use etimes2 as your employee engagement platform and the various benefits that it offers to you, your company, and more importantly, your employees. So, just to give you a brief background, etimes2 has been designed by an occupational psychologist. So, I've laid out the design. It's my it's my baby. The the key thing behind this is that I'm an occupational psychologist first and foremost, and I'm using this software and this technology to bring that psychology to life and to bring it to benefit as many employees as possible. When designing this, I worked with three universities, and we've designed it that can be used across the workplace and the various groups within that. The key behind etimes2 is that everything has to be actionable, and you'll see that as we go down through. Our aim is to bring actionable outcomes to every level within our client organizations. And part of that is that we will partner with you, and we will help you make sense of the data that's gathered. So we don't just data dump. We work with that data and we interpret it. So why etimes2? Again, it's back down to that key reason that everything has to be actionable, and to do that, we we believe that the employee has the answer within them, and therefore we give the opportunity to the employee to get that answer out there, to get that skill, that talent, and that performance and productivity out there for their own benefit as an employee, and therefore for the benefit of the team and the organisation. So to do that, we combine engagement with collaboration on this. So not only do we survey your organisation, but we feed back to every employee and every line manager, and we bring action plans to bear, and we again interpret that data for you. So our approach is very much to work alongside you. We want to unlock that potential within every employee, and to do that, we have to be alongside. We don't believe that we should just give you a data-based report. Yes, you have access to real-time dashboards, but as you see as we go through this, the report is not automated. Okay, the final report is not automated. So first and foremost, what does etimes2 look like? Here you'll see where it maps back against the structure of your organisation, and it gives feedback against 8 key engagement drivers. I worked alongside those three universities to define what those engagement drivers should be, and we looked at the most validated but also the most tangible engagement drivers, things that an individual employee can go and do something about in his or her own job, or a line manager can do something about it with his or her team, and an organisation can also take action on that key driver. It allows us to target interventions at all those levels, and it works in real time. So the feedback dashboards you see here, for example, there's much more than this. They're in real time, and they populate as people respond to the questions. So every employee receives bespoke feedback, personalised feedback. It gives them an indication of, out of those 8 engagement drivers, what's driving their engagement, what's driving their disengagement, and they get asked to complete an action plan. And you can see it here. This allows that employee to start working confidentially on his or her own engagement levels. So taking action to fix what isn't working for him or her. It also encourages them to have their own voice, because it encourages them to go and speak to their line manager to prepare for that meeting, to prepare for that conversation, and to have a positive intention when that conversation takes place. Every line manager does something similar with team feedback. They receive both personal feedback but also feedback on the team that they manage. And the same thing happens. They get encouraged to complete a development plan to try to work on the key disengagement drivers within that team. There's also guided leadership development for them and guided team development. So therefore, at the same time as running an engagement survey, you're also developing your line managers and your teams. So I said collaboration is important. It's important for employees to feel that they have a voice and to give them an insight to the organisation. They need to see the bigger picture. So in this boardroom facility on the employee dashboard, which I'll show you in a few minutes, you can see that we offer several areas where employees can start to get involved. So we give each employee a real potent voice within the organisation, give them the opportunity to contribute to business decisions, the ones that you want to ask, and also gives them the opportunity to share their knowledge, to share their skills and their talent and their answers to problems that may be being faced in the organisation or issues that need solved. So it increases their stake in the organisation, increases their ownership. There's also the possibility or the feature here to set challenges and projects, perhaps arising out of the engagement survey or any business project or CSR type project that you want employees to take control of. etimes2 gives you the facility to put that out onto the platform and to use that as a way of getting people involved. There's a reward feature built in. The collaboration tools and the challenge tools allow employees to get recognised. I should say at this point that everything, from the survey and the individual action plans and individual feedback and parts of the collaboration tools, are anonymous. There are other elements where employees' names will be attached. They get informed up front that's what's going to happen, and they'll see very clearly that other people's names are there. So there's certain elements there where it allows them to get recognised for good ideas and suggestions and answers that they have. And when a senior figure's maybe talking back to them in terms of, tell me more information about what you've just suggested, well then at least they know each person knows who they're talking to. So again, and then the reward feature in here allows you to customize rewards for your organisation, whatever suits, and to put those up for winning and earning, through collaboration, through participation. And those rewards are completely customizable, and each action an employee takes will build little points towards cashing in against earning a reward of some sort. As I said, every report is absolutely and utterly bespoke. Yes, you get the real-time database dashboards, which will give you immediate feedback on how many people have responded, what's the current engagement levels in the organisation and in different teams. It'll give you a good overview of that. But we also sit down with the data at the end of the day and create a bespoke report for you. And to do that, we look at the data, we look at the comments, we look at the participation, we look at the questions asked, and we tie all that information together to give you deeper insight to what's happening in your organisation. You can't get that from a data-based report, and that's done by a psychologist sitting down with that information and taking their time to really write that report and make sure it makes sense for you. That will also lead to suggestions and actions that you can carry out to build engagement. So therefore, a lot of that work is done for you. We also offer a lot of support at etimes2. We like to think that our support levels are unrivaled. We enjoy the face-to-face meetings with our clients. We'll build those in as often as possible, or as often as you need them. And on top of that, there's unlimited email and telephone support. We will work with you and give you a bank of additional questions, because the collaboration tools allows you unlimited questioning. You can ask your initial survey rollout, yes, and the dashboard complete and everything's there. You can continue to dig deeper and deeper as often as you want, ask your employees questions, ask them things about what they'd like to see in the workplace, and that gives you an easy access to a quick answer. We'll help you with that. We have online tutorials and training guides that'll help you get up and started. We're always here, so please don't be afraid to drop us an email or lift the phone, and we're always very happy to drop in for a cup of coffee. And again, you can also rerun the survey as well as often as you like. So all those things are there. We don't like to limit our clients. We don't like to put premium features on. We do everything at one price. Okay, so when we talk to you, what we quote you, that's what's in there. Okay, so there's no premium features to ramp up the costs. Also within this, and I say additional features here, these aren't premium features. These come along with the engagement platform. There's a second survey. The first survey against 8 engagement drivers is 22 items long. The second survey, which we can make live at any point that you need it, I suggest you don't do it right alongside the first survey, and that looks at 9 aspects of leadership and organisation of work and everything that happens within the workplace, and it gives you feedback against 27 different items. Okay, so again, we can run that anytime. We have a social learning community through social media. All of your employees will be invited to that, and that gives them access to, I run that, so they get access to me really as and when they choose. When they have a question, when they need something answered, they can post it up on there and I'll get back to them. Okay, we also have an online leadership academy, and we give all of your employees access to all of the learning on there, and it's video based learning and looking at how to be an engaged leader, how to be an engaged employee, motivation, all those types of things are covered. The content's continually growing, and your employees will have all access to that all of the time. So thank you very much, and here's my contact details. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you can see why etimes2 would be a good employee engagement platform for you. We take it personally, and we say we add the personal touch to employee engagement. That is what we do. We will work with you personally. You're not a number to us. You're a very important client, and we would like to give you the best opportunity to engage your employees as possible, and I hope that we have given you all the key features and support that you need to do that. Thank you very much.